Good morning and welcome to Fat Cow Farm. Now here we are this morning inside the High Tunnel Hoop House here, and as you can see, our summer vegetables have now all finished off. So we've been working hard on making our soils and compost over the summer. So we've got enough here to start replenishing all our beds. So what's left now is all the seeds have been collected and so ready for next year. So we're just going to do a mass clean out here through here this morning, reorganise our beds, get them all settled in, and then we'll be looking at reseeding for our winter crops. So how good's that? We've got a bit of work ahead of us. So I'll come and find you and I'll see you soon. All right, so here we are. We've finished off our bed preparation. We've cleaned up all the mess and all of summer's last year's vegetables. So what we're going to be doing now is that we're just going to let this rest for a week, and then we're going to start our mass sow. So things like our cauliflowers, our broccolis, spinaches, we've got our lettuce coming back in, we've got our cabbages and everything else. So this year we want to try and work on sauerkraut, so fermenting our own cabbages this year. So there's a few things going on, and away we go. So I just thought we'd give you a quick little update that the beds are now ready for winter. We've been working hard over the summer months to build up our soils. So that's all now gone in straight from the compost and the chicken coop next door. So ready to rock and roll, mate. I'm really super excited about all this. So we're going to leave, what we have found though is that our capsicums are still flowering. So we're going to leave those, and we'll see if we can get those actually through the winter. Potatoes have already started, and our Thai basil, which is now we're just letting that go into a little bit more of a seed, so we can start collecting those seeds, and we'll start seeding those up. So all about getting your High Tunnel Hoop House ready for winter and getting you pretty much your greens all squared away. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Good morning and welcome to Fat Cow Farm. Now here we are back in the High Tunnel Hoop House, and we've now waited a week since preparing all our beds and getting them all cleaned up. And we've added all our compost in that we've been making down at the chicken coop and everything else. So now that it's settled, it's dropped a little bit. I can see that, which is great because we've had all the irrigation running and getting everything nice and moist. Now, this year, or this winter, growing our vegetables in the High Tunnel Hoop House, we wanted to try something a little bit different. Now, previously what we were doing is putting our seeds in and just letting everything come to ripen and harvest. You know, you're looking at that 10 to 12 week period. But it's always feast or famine. Now, so this year, I'm going to change a few things around. So what my plan is that we will then plant about every 3 weeks all the way through, and so that we can then plant a few bits and pieces as they start coming up, because a lot of these plants will start germinating in around about that 10 days sort of period, 2 weeks, 14 days. We'll give them an extra week and then we'll plant out again. So I want to see if I can sustain a little bit more of a harvest over this sort of period. So, and then, you know, and we can sort of go from there. So I need to be able to crack that timeline, and because it's just, you know, like I said, it's feast or famine, and I need to sort of change the methodology that how we're going to do it. Now, what we have done is we have kept all of our seeds from other plantings. So as an example, like here, I've got spinach, and so I've got a few spinach in here, and we've collected quite a few because we let a lot of these go to seed. Now, I won't be using all these ones today, but we're going to find certain areas. So as an example, I've already planted in here some broccoli. So I'm basically going from post to post, and then I can start setting up my rows. This next one here, I've got in my peas, and I put them in the middle, and so that I can start running them up high. I'll make some sort of trellis, or I can hang them off and tie them off like what we do our tomatoes, and then hang our strings down. So what we've got is we've got cabbages. We've got the normal green white cabbage. So that's we've got that from seed last year. But unfortunately, I didn't get any seed heads from our red cabbage. So I had to buy some seeds of those. So we're going to try our sauerkraut this year. We've got onions, because we've got a heap of onion seeds that we've collected, red and brown. And we're going to try our pickled onions and things like that. Spinaches, like I said, cauliflower, broccoli, and a few other little bits and pieces. So this is how it's all going to work out for us. And I'm hoping this year it's a little bit more sustainable throughout the year and throughout that harvest period. So, all about growing your vegetables, taking a couple of those plants to seed, reusing them to see what we can get coming through. Now, all these seeds, what I should say is that the vegetables that we grew last time were all heirlooms. So, in my mind, I'm hoping that that means that we can propagate, and from the collection of seeds, we can keep on continuing through. So, but anyway, we'll have to see. It might be a beautiful plant, but no fruit. So anyway, well, that's the way it's just going to have to work out. So, but like I said, all about growing your winter veggies, collecting your own seeds and giving it a crack. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.